Six guy, he a visionary.
When you live in this thuggy life, once you get caught, you don't get to do it twice. 6 reputed gang members found guilty in Gold Coast slaying of rapper FBG Duck. Just after 2 full days of deliberations, a jury has reached a verdict in the trial surrounding the brazen killing of rapper FBG Duck. Judge Martha Picode is expected to read the verdict at 11:30 a.m. Check back from updates. And here we go. April 16th is going to be post-trial motions. May 16th, government response. June 17th, defense reply. Sentencing dates: Liggins, August 6th. Roberson, August 8th. Smart, August 13th. Turpin, August 15th. Alfred, September 4th. Thomas, September 17th. Now let's get into it. Prosecutors and defense attorneys are now trickling into the courtroom. Still no sign of the defendants or Judge Martha Picode. Duck's mother is seated in the overflow room, taking notes and bracing for the verdict. Judge Martha Picode has entered the courtroom. Court is in session. The defendants are now filing into the courtroom as attorneys identify themselves to the court. Picode notes the jury has sent a note. We have reached a verdict. She reminds those in the gallery to maintain decorum at all times. There have been some raucous moments throughout the trial, and multiple people have been removed from the court. The jury is now being brought in. Jurors' identities have been kept anonymous amid concerns of their safety and security, something that's common for major gang trials in federal court. Picode takes a long pause after being handed the verdict as she thumbs through the pages. The courtroom deputy reads, Charles C. Murder Liggins, an alleged shooter, is found guilty on 5 of 7 counts. Jurors found he committed the murder, engaged in a conspiracy to commit murder. Duck used a gun in relation to the shooting and wounded Duck's girlfriend in the attack. Liggins was found not guilty of shooting another shopper in Oak Street and using a gun in relation to that shooting. Kenny Mac Roberson, an alleged getaway driver, is also found guilty of the same 5 counts. He was found not guilty of the same 2 counts. To Carlos Los Alfred, another alleged getaway driver, is also found guilty of 5 counts. He was found not guilty of 2 counts for shooting Duck's girlfriend and using a gun in relation to that shooting. Christopher Seathang Thomas, another alleged shooter, was found guilty of 3 counts: murder, using a gun in the murder, and conspiracy to commit the murder. He was found not guilty of counts related to the wounding of the other 2 victims and using a gun in those shootings. Ralph T.Z. Turpin, who allegedly summoned the shooters to Oak Street to kill Duck, is found guilty of 2 counts, murder and conspiracy to commit murder. So all the defendants have been found guilty of multiple charges. Some were acquitted in charges related to the other people, aside from Duck, who were wounded in the brazen daytime attack. Picode excuses the jury after thanking them for their service. Duck's mom and family members are sitting in the overflow room shedding tears of joy and embracing each other. Picode gets back down to business. The defense asks for 90 days to set post-trial motions. The government asks for 30 days to respond. The defense then asks for 30 days to reply to the government's responses. Ellen Dorff, one of Thomas' attorneys, asked to hold off on setting a date for sentencing. Assistant U.S. Attorney Jason Julian pushes back and asks to get something on the books. My apologies. My tweet about Marcus Muaz Smart apparently didn't send. Another gunman, he was found guilty of 5 counts. He was found not guilty of 2 counts for shooting Duck's girlfriend and using a gun in relation to that shooting. In an overflow room 6 floors below the courtroom, Duck's mom and aunt embraced. 2 alternate jurors who came to watch Duck's mom and aunt have exploded with emotion, praying and admonishing the defendants. Upcoming court dates, and I already read this part. Think about it. 5 minutes. I'm going to take 5 minutes on this video. And the reason why I'm going to take 5 minutes, I'm going to reveal him. Guys get a call. Next thing you know, they come through. They spray up everything. They hit their dude. And once they do that, what ends up happening? They kill him. They get in the car. They take off. One person go drops the car off to another one. They all head back to the block. Everybody's celebrating. A big name has just died in Chicago. That name happened to be FBG Duck. Now what ends up happening? More diss songs, more disrespect songs, talking about how he died and what y'all smoking on. And there's so much jubilation in the destruction of this young man's life that this is just something that just happens in Chicago and that we just take this and celebrate it. So much that we put out disrespectful songs because this ain't just a regular person. This is somebody with a name that we've been actively blackballing. We flip that, we spin, rap careers, we get money, we get paid, we doing our thing. We literally have people believing that we had nothing to do with this, even though we making subliminals. We send in text messages, and now we caught. The worst thing about this whole entire scenario is sometimes getting money don't change you, it amplifies you. Sometimes getting money doesn't change you, it amplifies exactly who you are, what you are, and all that. So with that being said, this is the life you choose. When you younger in California, I can only speak for Cali, from Northern Cal to Southern Cal, because I got footprints in both. You know exactly what you get into when you jump off this porch. Ain't no more. You ain't mama's baby no more. You a street soldier. See, there was rewards for killing Duck. There was. All type of adulation and jubilation, praise upon these cats who happen to do it. It took 6 people to get rid of one person. 6. Think about that. That's 7 lives gone. That's 7 lives affected. That's 7 lessons that nobody gonna learn from. You wanna know why? Because after Duck died, niggas still kept on dying. People are still dying. People continue to die. It's a vicious cycle that we continuously do. As far as those who are in the streets, not all of us, because the majority of black people ain't committing crimes. The majority of black people actually got jobs, staying out the way. The average black man is close to the middle class. But to paint the illustration the right way, you would believe we all thugs when we out here running around with guns trying to harm somebody, when that's not the truth at all. What I'm trying to break down for y'all is this. You got to reach the next generation. We can't say this one. People who really fed up really change. People want to do something, they do it. They don't wait on it. Do I feel bad for these youngins? No, I don't, because this is the life you signed up for. If it would have been me, nobody would have felt bad for me except for my family. Of course, their family gonna feel some type of way. But at the end of the day, the decision was theirs to make, and that's what they did. They made their decision. All because one person couldn't handle, how we say in Cali, couldn't handle his candle. Couldn't do what he wanted to do. Set his own homies up. Oh, Duck down here, man. Him and his people that had a gun and all this stuff and everything like that. Turned out he was lying. So much that the people had to look at him. All the guys looked at him like, oh, you set us up. You sent us down the river. You lame ass, bruh. It's worse than that. Because not only that, y'all had an enemy y'all didn't even know that don't fight with the rules that y'all fight with, who called the police the same day and told them exactly who it was. Matching descriptions down to their drawers, it seems. This story is going to end up being a movie for the characters that played such terrible roles to a T that you wouldn't even believe it. Of course, Hollywood going to put their spin on it, so expect it on Tubi or a Netflix documentary. The worst part about this is that the money that is missed that could have been made, the families that could have been affected positively, the ability to change life. Granted, yeah, these cats were entertainment and they're fodder for the system. If they were to get caught doing any of these things, you niggas are now a number to the state of Illinois. That's all you are. 5-minute mark. That's how long it took for them to get down there and kill FBG Duck and literally throw their lives away for nothing. 5 minutes changed them boys' lives. They don't have one anymore. They are now property, human cattle, pardon me. And we can't feel sad. Lesson learned. At times, we don't have to live the lesson. You don't have to even go through it, but you can read about it. You can empathize. You can sympathize with it. These niggas is done. But you know what, man? Monday through Friday, 9 in the morning to 5 in the evening, dog. Y'all know how I go, man. Y'all have a blessed one, man. Tell your youngins, this is what you signing up for when you sign up for this. Kiss your mama. Tell her you love her. Tell your girlfriend, go ahead and get that up to somebody else. And tell your kids, I chose a bunch of niggas over you. Because that's exactly what just happened. FBG Duck, man. A lesson for the masses that people ain't even gonna learn from. Cats is dying right now. Subscribe, turn on that bell to stay notified, and share to keep your people aware. I'll catch you on the next one.
They used to say, words couldn't hurt me. Videos, just my name, they getting thirsty.